The Mahari coalition had never met a species quite like humanity. Small, soft-skinned, expressive to a fault. And apparently fond of sending translators everywhere, or at least, that's what Commander Ralkir believed when he saw human liaison specialist Mara Hayes step onto the bridge of the dreadnought Varkan. She was tiny, harmless, and looked a little nervous. To Ralkir she was completely non-threatening, irrelevant. He barely spared her a glance as she walked across the polished floor. Behind her marched Captain Thoros of the Terran diplomatic fleet, posture stiff, eyes calculating. He was the real representative. The human woman to Ralkir was just a walking dictionary. A translator, he scoffed to his second ink. The Terran send a farmer's daughter into a war negotiation. They insult us. Mara heard it. Ralkir wasn't whispering, but she didn't react. She simply continued forward. The negotiations began. The coalition wanted the mineral-rich Sigma belt, which humans had settled 30 years prior. They demanded tribute, taxes, and the right to inspect human military stations. Captain Thoros answered every threat with diplomacy, and Mara, she stood silently behind him, as if she were only there to translate subtle nuances. But she didn't translate a single word. Thoros spoke Mahari fluently. She just listened, carefully, because they thought she was harmless. They didn't know that on human ships, translators were never just translators. Hours later, patience snapped. "We are done here," Ralkir growled, slamming a talon fist on the table. "Submit the Sigma belt to coalition supervision, or we will take it." Captain Thoros inhaled slowly. "You are aware the Terran fleet will not tolerate." "We know of your fleets," Ralkir spat. "We know where they hide, where they patrol, where they sleep." That was when Mara's posture changed. Just a subtle shift of her spine, a tilt of her head. But Thoros noticed. His jaw tightened. She had heard something the Mahari commander didn't realize he'd revealed. Mara stepped forward. "Commander," she said politely, "may I clarify your last statement?" Ralkir sneered. "The translator wishes to speak." "Very well. Entertain us." "The locations," she repeated, "of where our fleets sleep." Ralkir's mandibles curled into a grin. "Yes, small one. Your precious Terran patrols. We extracted their schedule from your captured data drives. We know everything." Every Terran in the room went still. A single data drive had been reported lost months ago. It contained partial fleet movements, but it also contained something else, something dangerous. Mara took a slow breath. "Commander," she said softly, "you accessed that data drive personally." "Of course," he bragged. "I oversaw the decryption myself. It contained nothing threatening. Your security is pathetic." Thoros closed his eyes. Mara's lip twitched. "I see," she whispered. Then she stepped past Thoros into the center of the chamber. Her voice was calm, almost gentle. "Command code, Viridian Protocol, designate access breach level Omega." The Mahari froze. Every Terran recognized the phrase. Ralkir blinked. What did you say?" Mara continued, her voice crisp, each syllable a blade. "Execute failsafe. All hostile systems connected to Terran data are to shut down. Authorization, haze, clearance, red line." A heartbeat of silence. Then the dreadnought shuddered. Alarms exploded through the chamber. "What is happening?" Ralkir roared as the lights flickered. His second-in-command screamed. "All weapon systems are going offline. Navigation too." Mara folded her hands behind her back. "The data drive you stole," she said calmly, "wasn't a fleet schedule. It was bait." She paced slowly. "It contains a dormant AIN infiltration seed. If unauthorized users access it, the AI spreads through every connected system. It maps, learns, waits. And when someone reaches a certain clearance threshold, like a commander overseeing a decrypt operation," she glanced at Ralkir and smiled politely, "it triggers." The deck vibrated violently as the dreadnought's engines shut down. Ralkir lunged toward her, but Mara didn't flinch. She simply finished the final phrase. "Terran override, kill command." A deep, mechanical tone reverberated through the warship. Every coalition soldier collapsed as their armor locked and weapons powered down. The entire dreadnought went dark. Ralkir fell to his knees, gasping. How can a translator issue such a command?" Mara crouched in front of him. "I'm not a translator," she said softly. "I'm a linguistic cryptographer in the Terran Strategic Intelligence Corps. My job isn't to translate words." She tapped her temple. "It's to translate threats." Hours later, the dreadnought floated powerless in space, surrounded by Terran cruisers. As the Terran Marines boarded, Ralkir was dragged past her, still trembling. "You're monsters," he hissed. Mara leaned in. "No," she whispered. "We're human, and you really should stop mistaking kindness for weakness. He finally understood humans didn't send translators to negotiations, they sent warnings. And sometimes the warning spoke the kill command. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories like this one.